Researching Constitutional Law for the Intellectual Property Research course at Boston College Law School. The text of the Constitution itself is very easy to find. There are hundreds of copies of it in our library and print, including in every federal and state code, and it's easy to find on the web. Much of constitutional research parallels statutory research. Because constitutions appear in the annotated codes, you can use the same research techniques used in statutory research to find references to relevant cases and other sources. To find the U.S. Constitution on Westlaw, click on Statutes and Court Rules from the Westlaw homepage. Click on U.S. Constitution under USCA to browse or search it like any U.S. Code section. On the Lexis Plus homepage, click on Statutes and Legislation, then select Constitutions as a content type. You will then be able to select the U.S. Constitution as part of the USCS or a state constitution to search and browse. But constitutions are inherently different from statutes. Constitutions set up governments, define governmental powers, and specify the rights of citizens who live under that government. Constitutions can be amended, but they are designed to promote stability, and for that reason are purposefully more difficult to change than statutes. Our federal Constitution sets up a government of limited powers. The current U.S. Constitution has 7 original articles and 27 amendments. Laws can't exceed the power granted by the Constitution. For example, among the enumerated powers of Congress, Article 1, Section 8, Clause 8, gives the federal government the power to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive right to their respective writings and discoveries. To find out how that clause has been interpreted, you can find notes of decisions and references to citing cases and other citing documents on Lexis and Westlaw, just as you did for code sections. Another great source to find out how that clause has been interpreted is the Constitution of the United States of America, Analysis and Interpretation, prepared by the Congressional Research Service of the Library of Congress. This book is available for free on govinfo.gov, the electronic platform of the U.S. Government Publishing Office. The GPO provides access to editions and supplements from 1992 forward. You can select an individual article or amendment for downloading. You can access an all-online version from congress.gov. This version is regularly updated and supplemented. It's very easy to browse. Let's look at Article 1. The text of the Constitution, broken down by section and clause, provides links of discussions to related points of law. Scrolling down, we can link to a discussion of patentable discoveries under Article 1, Section 8, Clause 8. Here we see just the beginning of an extensive analysis with links to footnotes. These footnotes provide references and often links to the cases on which the CRS has based its interpretation. As with any area of law, there are a variety of secondary sources that can help you with your research. They range from study aids like Erwin Chemerinsky's Constitutional Law, Principles and Policies, to the 5-volume Encyclopedia of the American Constitution, to Rotunda and Nowak's multi-volume Treatise on Constitutional Law, Substance and Procedure, which is also available as an ebook. State constitutions are broader in scope and are amended more frequently than the federal Constitution. They can provide additional protections and rights not found in federal law. However, they cannot deprive the state's residents of federal constitutional rights. One useful starting place for constitutional research is the Maryland State Constitution Project. Remember that the ultimate interpreter of a state's constitution is that state's highest court.